So this is, for those of you who have never heard Waltzing Matilda, it's a song about young Australian men being sent to the horror of Gallipoli and then returning home to Australia and seeing the horror of what happened to these young men, for even the ones that came back, and many didn't come back. When I was a young man, I carried my pack, and I lived the free life of a rover. From the Murray's green basin to the dusty outback, I waltzed my Matilda all over. Then in 1915, darkened trees said, son, it's time to stop rambling, there's work to be done. And they gave me a tin hat, and they gave me a gun, and they sent me away to the war. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as our ship pulled away from the quay. Amidst all the cheers, flag waving and cheers, we sailed off to Gallipoli. How well I remember that terrible day, how blood stained the sand and the water, and how in that hell that they called Suvla Bay, we were butchered like lambs at the slaughter. Johnny Turkey was ready, he'd primed himself well, he gunned us with bullets, he rained us with shells, and in 5 minutes flat he'd blown us all to hell, nearly blew us right back to Australia. But the band played Waltzing Matilda as we stopped to bury our slain. We buried ours, and the Turks buried theirs. Then we started all over again. Now for 10 weary weeks I kept myself alive in a mad world of death, blood and fire. But then a big turkey shell knocked me arse overhead, and when I woke up in me hospital bed, I seen what it had done and I wished I was dead. I never knew there were worse things than dying. So I'll go no more waltzing Matilda, all around the green bush far and near. There are humping tin pegs, a man needs both legs. No more waltzing Matilda for me. So they collected the cripples, the wounded and maimed, and they shipped us back home to Australia. The legless, the armless, the blind and insane, those proud wounded heroes of Suvla. And as our ship pulled into South Killarkey, I looked at the place where me legs used to be, and thank Christ there was no one there waiting for me to grief or to mourn or to pity. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as they carried us down the gangway. Nobody cheered, oh, they just stood and stared. Then they turned all their faces away. And now every April I sit on my porch and I watch the parade pass before me. And I watch my old comrades, how proudly they march, renewing old dreams and past glories. And the old men march slowly, old bent, stiff and sore, the tired old men from a forgotten war. And the young people ask, what are they marching for? And I ask myself the same question. And the band played Waltzing Matilda, and the old men answered the call. But year by year, the numbers get fewer. Someday no one will march there at all. Waltzing Matilda, Waltzing Matilda, oh, come a waltzing Matilda with me. And the ghosts may be heard as they pass by the billabong. Oh, come a waltzing Matilda with me. Yeah.